Hey everyone, welcome back to CT Fulcrum. In today's video, we will discuss the top 10 possible cameos that we could see in the upcoming Ahsoka show. I have not included Anakin Skywalker in this list, as I believe it's a given that he will appear more than once and play more than just a cameo role. So let's get on to the cameos that I think could appear in the Ahsoka show. This is in no particular order, so at number 1 I have Plo Koon. Now obviously in the current timeline, Plo Koon is dead. But as we've heard with many rumors, this show is set to have a fair few flashbacks. Most of them will be surrounding Anakin and Ahsoka, but I think it would be a missed opportunity to not have the Jedi Master who brought Ahsoka into the Jedi Order. In many ways, he was her father figure and a very important person in Ahsoka's story. At number 2, I have Barriss Offee. I think Barriss is basically guaranteed to show up. To those who have watched the Clone Wars, you would remember how Ahsoka and Barriss started off as friends before Barriss framed Ahsoka for multiple crimes, including the bombing of the Jedi Temple. We don't know what became of Barriss, but this series would be a brilliant place to pick up that rivalry once again. At number 3, I have Obi-Wan Kenobi. If Clone Wars flashbacks are to occur, which has been heavily rumored by multiple outlets, there is a strong chance we won't only see Anakin, but we'll see Obi-Wan as well. Many times in the Clone Wars, the trio went on missions together, and he was a major part of her Padawan training too. Also, with the recent Obi-Wan series and the fan appreciation for the return of the much-beloved prequel characters, it would be another great opportunity to see Ewan McGregor don the Jedi robes once more. At number 4, I have Yoda, the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. Also deceased at this current time, but again, if we are to have Clone Wars flashbacks, we may have flashbacks at the Jedi Temple. This may incite a little Yoda cameo, possibly even one line or a mention of him by Anakin or Obi-Wan. At number 5, I have Lux Bonteri. The watchers of the Clone Wars show will know exactly who I'm talking about, but if you don't know who this is, let's just say, he was the first boy that Ahsoka had feelings for in a romantic way. They always shared this romantic tension anytime they were on the screen together, and it adds another dimension to the show if Ahsoka was to see her old love interest, bringing back feelings she may have left suppressed for years. We do know he married an Imperial and also joined the Rebel Alliance, but his whereabouts in this time period are unknown. At number 6, I have Darth Vader. Now I know I said I didn't put Anakin Skywalker in the list, because I was more talking about him before he put on the mask. But I think there could be a cameo for Anakin with the mask on, especially in possibly a nightmare sequence, similar to the ones that we had in the Rebels show. Also, he is an extremely marketable character, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched to see him in there. At number 7, I have Gungi. Gungi had a few cameos in the recent Bad Batch Season 2, and he was taught a number of lessons during his Padawan days by Ahsoka. I think it would make for a cool cameo, albeit a very small chance of happening. At number 8, I have Luke Skywalker. I believe there is a strong chance of him showing up in this show. I think we may get that dialogue that we didn't see of where Luke hopefully tells Ahsoka of Anakin turning back to the light side before he passed away. We may even have a scene with Anakin's Force Ghost with Luke and Ahsoka. I think that would be amazing. But I'd be shocked if Luke wasn't to appear, especially with the major role he plays in the Heir to the Empire comics. It would be strange if he wasn't to show up with a threat on the level of Grand Admiral Thrawn. At number 9, I have Leia Organa. Now this one I believe is more far-fetched. I think there may be a tiny chance she shows up possibly when the New Republic are having their meetings about what to do with this imminent threat of Thrawn. I'm sure we may have mention of her, possibly from Luke, but we'll have to wait and see. At number 10, I have Captain Rex. When Rex and Ahsoka reunited in Star Wars Rebels show and shared that hug, I honestly had a tear in my eye. Ever since they met, they have had a growing bond, which became unbreakable in the latter parts of the Clone Wars series. They helped each other throughout their most difficult periods, Rex losing and having to kill his brothers, and Ahsoka losing her master, and many of her close companions during the Jedi Purge. They have been through thick and thin together, so it would be amiss to not see him join Ahsoka for one more journey. Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think could make a cameo in the Ahsoka series and why? And until next time, may the Force be with you. Always.